Hi, my name is Jerry Harper, and I'm going to do my oral presentation on the Texas City Disaster 1947 by Hugh W. Stevens. In summary, the Texas City disaster is considered the worst industrial disaster in U.S. history. The cargo ship Grand Can't was being loaded with ammonium nitrate fertilizer, which is used to make dynamite, and due to unforeseen chain of events, a fire broke out in the cargo hold of the ship. A little over an hour after the fire first started, the ship exploded. Another cargo ship in the harbor, the High Flyer, also filled with ammonium nitrate, caught on fire due to the first explosion. Efforts were made to move the ship out to sea, but before they were able to move it to a safe distance away, it also exploded. It is believed that these are the largest non-nuclear explosions ever. Sources disagree on the exact number of deaths. It is estimated that between 500 and 600 people died in the explosions and injured over 5,000 people. I feel that this disaster on a smaller scale has parallels with the first responders of September 11, 2001. Many of the victims that were killed or injured were there to help and assist with the first explosion in the first fire. All but one of the 28-member Texas City Volunteer Fire Department was killed during this tragedy. In response, the fire department responded when the fire first started, but as previously stated, they all lost their lives in the effort to extinguish the fire when the explosion happened. After the explosion, the city police department was badly damaged, and due to the size of the vent, couldn't handle the response. The Texas Highway Patrol was able to handle the closure of roads and reduce the number of people that were not part of the recovery. Within days, the military was able to fly in support and people from around the country and provide medical supplies. The Texas City disaster also influenced attitudes towards disaster planning across the country. It was obvious that there was a need for a more proactive approach to disaster planning. Many also noted that a centrally coordinated emergency response effort might have been beneficial in the early hours of this disaster. As a result, refineries in Texas City have formulated the Industrial Mutual Aid System as a cooperative endeavor in which they agreed to help each other out in the event of a disaster. Refineries and industrial zones across Texas followed suit. Recovery. At the time of the disaster, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, did not exist, nor was there another government system in place to provide monetary aid to disaster victims who had lost their homes, possessions, or means of making a living. With compensation from Congress, families and businesses were able to rebuild, but it took over 3 years following the disaster. Changes due to this disaster. OSHA requirements and other industrial inspections were more prevalent after this disaster. The exact cause is not known for how the fire started, but speculation is that the workers that were loading the ammonium nitrate were smoking cigarettes on the dock and then within the fire hold. And they think that the cigarettes caused the fire to start on the cargo ships. So changes were made that smoking was no longer authorized on the docks. Other changes were governments understand the requirements due to the large-scale disasters. This and other events in the past have brought to light the need for a more proactive emergency response instead of a reactive emergency response.